What's going on, everyone? My name's James Decanelli, back with another video, and welcome to Slay the Princess. Now, I know it's been a while since I've made a video of sorts that isn't a short. That is mainly because for about a week or so, I was sick, had cold, didn't really feel like doing anything, especially since my throat was hurting a lot. And then I just became very, very lazy with uploading more videos. Not the best whatsoever, but I am here back again with a game that I feel like is gaining some traction. I know this game released last year, and by the people who've played it, they apparently loved it. Very great rating on that. But either way, we are here to play Slay the Princess. So, yeah, I guess before we go into it, apparently it is a choose your own adventure type of game. And there's not really multiple endings, but every choice you make affects the ending of this game. So, you know, I low-key like those types of games. So, without further ado, let's get right into the game. The Hero and the Princess, Chapter 1.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh boy.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Good choices. Also, let me know some feedback down in the comments below if the volume seems right. I tested some stuff beforehand, so it should be fine. At least like the audio with people speaking and all that. I know I've always had issues with that before, so hopefully it's good now. And then the world what you're talking about. Only reason she wants to end the world is because he's locked up. Interesting. The princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe okay? Then maybe I'm okay with the world ending. Do I get a reward? Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolucion. Senior cabin. Leave. Interesting.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
You see, this is rough. I'm like looking, I already know I'm like blocking the screen. To be honest with you, I don't think there's gonna be much, or really any place for me to put my face cam. I'm gonna probably keep it here for now, at least for this video. We'll see what happens though. How can a princess be locked away in the basement and the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. Do you have any evidence? If you could consider the... Yeah.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task?
I mean, I could be here for other stuff.
You might as well reach the end of your journey.
I could be an NPC that's destined to be killed by someone. Not the princess, you know what I mean? You know, anything can happen.
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Right. Yeah, killing a princess seems kind of bad.
Are you a monarchist? Yeah. Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses
I guess it
contribute
really
something of value to society.
Again, I guess it depends on the person that you're killing, but whatever.
Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules.
Considering you're a narrator.
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Right.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Right. Do I get a reward?
But you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Alrighty.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
I mean,
maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
You never know. I mean, you never know. You never know. You never know. You never know. You tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job.
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Right. Look, I go and talk. She's bad, then maybe I'll slay her. Not committing to anything. So, okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
I'm curious to see how this turns out.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I don't even know who he is. The voice of the hero.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
This how we slay the princess? I mean, you know, I might as well take the blade just in case. I'm not gonna immediately slay her, but just in case.
Take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I got a knife on my cursor. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I mean...
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
I mean, no one else is down there, us presumably.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi, just checking on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. Boy. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
I mean, it's a video game, so you never know.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Maybe? What? No way? Why would you even think of that? Oh, wow. It's almost like I have a knife in my hand. Okay, yeah. You call me. I'm here to slay you. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Steal your nerves and step forward. Just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Then grip, drop it. As much as I want to tighten my grip on it, I have a feeling this would result in something bad. And not being able to talk to her. So, unfortunately I want to drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Oh, for it, really?
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Oh boy, hopefully we can.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Will be fine.
Oh, I accidentally skipped that. I'm for it.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
I wish the blade was right by us. I mean, why not come... I mean, we could have just dropped it by us as we walked over here. I don't know.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
I mean, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty awkward, or it's pretty awkward of a relationship. Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? Here, because you're supposed to end the world. People out there who think you're gonna end the world, what do you have to say? What's your name? How long you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? We've talked enough. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Okay.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Lack of detail. I mean, I'm more so. I mean, she was kind of rude about it. That's all I'm gonna say. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Oh boy.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
I mean, yeah. Technically speaking. I'm just exploring about pretty much everything. Yeah, I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. This, you know. I mean, these are just pretty much spoiling everything or whatever, but I don't know.
Don't just tell me that.
I mean, if I want it, why not?
Is that why they threw me down here?
I mean, I know
wanna
why,
hurt
I guess,
anyone.
but still.
I like the world, I think.
What do you mean by that?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If
Oh,
I'm
wow, I
supposed to
guess.
be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No. Not really. I was trying to get the answer. Deflect. Been told enough. That's a lie. Hoping you tell me. No. I'm sure they have their reasons. To be a secret. I'm being honest. I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them. Remain silent. I'm gonna deflect.
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Maybe. Also, if you guys hear fireworks in the background, I apologize. Nothing
I don't
could
think I
do
can
about
answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful.
But I have no idea if you guys would be able to hear them or not. Either
At the
way.
end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
I mean, sure, I guess.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
True.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you?
No.
What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Smart.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Same as yours.
Like I
For
said,
me, at least.
it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I mean, you never know.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
Oh, is there gonna be gore here? Oh, by the way, hopefully there was a warning. This series will contain some flashing lights at some point, and it is also technically a horror game. So, yeah, we got to mention that.
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
And apparently some gore. If any of that stuff freaks you out, or if you have epilepsy or anything like that, something don't have a great reaction to flashing lights, I do suggest clicking off this video if you haven't already. So yeah, that is your guys' last warning, I guess, something like that.
She is. I'm sure of it.
What, talking about cutting herself, right?
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Oh yeah, that's the only thing I can
You
really
know
do.
why you're here.
I am getting you out of here. I'm gonna keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. Can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Now, I don't know about that one, too. Knowing how games can be, and the fact that this is a horror game, I don't know how wise of an idea that is. We'll just, fine. I'll get you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Something tells me it's not. I didn't see any key when I was up there. Even I was only looking at like one direction, so who knows, but
Doubtful.
still.
Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
That's also true. So yeah, no, I don't think. And there isn't a key. Do you have any ideas besides getting you out of here? Gonna check. Yeah, I don't know. Here.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
Alrighty. Fair. Fair's fair.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
So someone's here?
Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
The narrator's probably the one who did this, if I had to assume.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Right.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah. Time
The
to bring
knife.
out that good old
Pick
knife.
it up and cut me out of here.
Time to bring out this good old knife. Alright, let me stop. That's a fly swatter.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I mean, I don't care. Save the princess.
Against your better judgment,
This is
you place the
interesting.
blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh.
No.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound.
So
Free
unfortunate.
from her bindings, the princess turns to
scary.
face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Alrighty, let's go.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the
boy.
bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
That's
Watch
wild.
me.
Slay, warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Swing
Your
and
body
a
lunges
miss.
forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
No. I'm going to resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
No, I
You're
will
doing your best to
not.
help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and
Oh,
pries the blade
I'm not
from
human,
your
aren't
rigid
I?
hands.
These nails kind of give it away.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat
Oh.
with an almost clinical ease.
He is not happy.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it?
It
I'm
unfortunately
afraid
seems
it
like
is.
it. Yeah.
Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Alrighty.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to
Yeah.
slay her. If you don't, it will be
Okay.
the end.
That was a
of-
loud explosion. Yeah, since. Okay. This is chapter 2. Getting a sense of deja vu. Wait, this already happened? Okay, no. I died. What am I doing? Oh, you bastard. You're in for non-wise here tricks. Proceeded to gap and turn around and leave.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
That's what you think.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word
And now
out of
there's
his
another
mouth.
voice.
There's got
Voice
to
of
be a
the
way out of it.
skeptic.
For us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
Yeah, my bad for talking over him. There's got to be, is that the words right behind my camera? There's. I'm trying not to talk over like words that are like behind my face cam.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened
You're
the
also
last
here,
time,
though.
maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth. All this really happened. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother
Those are two
doing
very
anything?
different questions, but fine.
Well,
I'll indulge you if that's what
my
it takes to
goodness.
get you moving.
The fireworks. It's not even 4th of July yet. It's the day before 4th of July at the time of this recording. But still.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
I probably deserved it. Right, you're a professional, right?
Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Very much.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Well, it could be time travel. Just saying, it could be time
What
travel.
a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul. Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are.
The whole, how I wish that were the case. You don't know. You straight up do not know. Like, come on, man.
You're talking in circles. No, I'm talking in facts.
Right. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Okay. The reason she was able to kill me last time was because I let her. She did was slit my throat, supposed to end the world. Looked in the basement. What's this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the
Right.
woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
That. Yeah, why couldn't they slay her?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
Not us being special.
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Oh, yeah, no, we're
special.
totally special.
Why else would you be here?
Prophecy is my destiny to do this.
Yes, right. We're here because we're special.
See, someone gets it.
Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please just get to the cabin.
That you're being cagey while you're telling me.
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right? What proof could you possibly ask for? Literally anything. Fine. Check your pockets.
What?
You put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front. Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth."
Nah.
That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting?
Is that really even our handwriting?
I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side. You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to? Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk. I think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get.
Okay. Don't think this is gonna do much, but
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us.
Right.
I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to trust me here.
That technically means you're hiding something.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
No. You're hiding stuff from me, and you're not telling me. I'm not gonna trust you. I wasn't gonna do the turn around and leave thing just yet. Spoilers. Unless I don't actually get to do it. Oh, well, we'll see what happens, I guess. But, no. No. Nope.
I'm not so sure running away is the best idea. We're not the only person stuck here. What about her? Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
I am.
Do you even know where you're going?
I don't care. You're persistent. I'll go talk to Princess. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. It matters where I'm not going. Like I said, I'm pretty okay with the world ending. I rush the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Riley continued down the path away from the cabin. Fair enough.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yes, I was.
That's strange.
Oh, okay.
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
Okay,
How
narrator.
convenient.
Narrator.
Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Nah, I'm gonna turn around again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish.
No, I didn't
you
mean to
are, but
skip that.
fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Everything's getting fuzzy now.
What's going on? Where
Oh,
are
there's
we?
something that's happening.
Did we do this? Is this the end of the world? Was there ever even a world to end?
Something's breathing. The world around you is unwound. Its physical matter replaced by a textured nothingness. It is quiet. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Oh! Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. This is a nightmare. Wake up, embrace the thoughts constricting you. This is a nightmare. It's not. And shattered. Yep, I didn't even save. I don't know.
You're on a path
Well.
in the woods. You're here.
I don't care. Okay. I'm gonna get back to where I was. I think this is still technically part of the game. So, like, if I were to have save from that, you know, before I did that, you know, I just still think this is like a continuation of the game itself. And it looks like it's one of these games. So, I'm gonna get back to where I was at. Try to actually go to the cabin this time. Do, you know, slay her, talk to her again, whatever I choose to do. So with that being said, I will be right back.
Watch me.
Watch me. Warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back,
Strike one.
but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
I will. Watch me resist. Oh. It was a continuation of the game. Oh boy. Also, hopefully this the face cam movement is a little better. Oh no, I can't get back there. I'm gonna have to slay the princess. Of course, I'm gonna have to slay the princess. That's unfortunate. Rip. Can't go back there then. I mean, well, no, not really. I have to restart the whole game. And I don't want to restart the game. So I guess we'll just slay the princess, whatever.
Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade
Strike.
singing through the air.
No, there's no strike. This is gonna be a home
But she's ready for
run.
it. She grabs your arm, her grip like a stone vice. You drop the blade.
Ow.
Pathetically.
She's strong.
She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker. There's a ringing in
Ow.
your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now, adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves. You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again.
Oh boy.
Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
Oh boy.
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right? I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark,
Boy.
and you die.
Well, this is going to be very much different. The tower.
You're on a path, and you're here to...
This has happened. Okay, no, but I know what am I doing here. Yeah.
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again. She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Oh boy. So we get voices every time we get a new ending or what? I don't know. I'm telling the truth, all this happened. Why should I listen to you?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it... Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. Of course we died. She didn't feel pain. She didn't feel much of anything, did she? And she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die. What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless.
Is it though?
She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Did we...
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, if she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end.
Yo, take a happy pill or something.
Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe in you.
Well, we've already talked about this princess, so we might as well just proceed to the cabin, I guess. It's probably gonna say the same things.
Before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Yeah.
We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
I'm
not being
not
a
happy.
pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter.
Might as well try and slay her.
Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible.
Right.
So please, try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
No, I'm slaying this. I'm slaying this
person. If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Oh, shut up. Finally going into the cabin because
The interior of the
why
cabin is
not?
larger
Sorry?
and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You need to go on the ladder to
Why
get
do we
it.
feel
That's
so
wild.
small?
Because we are
We
small,
don't
it seems
feel
like.
small. We are small.
Yeah. Anything about the mirror on the wall, whole different cabin, yeah.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Right.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Yes, there
Who
is.
cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse.
Okay.
For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future. Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly
That's what you
normal.
think. Wait, you probably look perfectly normal. So you do not know what we look like? I mean, that's interesting, but okay.
Probably. Do you not know what we
Okay.
look like? He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
I wanted to look at myself to see how handsome I am. Care about whether I'm being lied to, there's a mirror. Doesn't matter if there's a mirror.
Please don't. I'd rather the princess kill us again than
come
see how
on.
dreadful we are.
Come on.
Okay, less about what we look like and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us? I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror.
Hey, there's a
Why would
mirror
I
right
lie
here, I don't
about
know.
something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall.
Yeah.
Isn't much to see here.
Yeah.
This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean of what?
You reach forward
Oh.
and rub your hand against
And
the
it's
cabin
gone.
wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right
Interesting.
now. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Brother. Cabin.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Alright, let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult
some
to slay the
stabby,
princess
stabby,
and
stabby
save the
stuff.
world without a weapon. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
No, and also chill out on this.
Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time.
No, she was not.
We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
I'm sorry?
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
Maybe he just wants to get it over with, I guess.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Alrighty.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
I'm not gonna lie. This is very random, and my throat feels like it's on fire.
The
I don't know
princess
why.
towers over
Oh,
you,
hi.
almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
I want to slay you.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
I will tighten my grip.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor.
I tightened my grip, did I not? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Isn't that what I picked? Is that what I picked?
But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember?
Okay, yeah, that's what I picked.
Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
Okay.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Okay.
The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
Yeah, I apologize. I'll probably just put my face cam for other videos down back to where it was originally. I don't know.
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
And also, I don't know if I really want to get rid of the face cam in general, just because I know I don't. I mean, I probably provide a good bit of commentary in general, but I don't feel like I do that much. Like, even the reaction video I had for Sparking Zero, I felt like I wasn't commentating all that much. Albeit, in those type of videos, I usually like to be silent most of the time. But still, I don't know. We'll see what happens, I guess.
It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Is this like a metaphor for calling me, because I'm like, you want me to be your servant or whatever, or am I actually a bird?
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she?
She has.
Then you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it? He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay, first things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
I don't think there's really, what would you have me do? What do you have planned? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can do whatever you want. The questions before, what happened to you after I died? Not going to help you end the world. I don't care if something new comes after. I'm here to commit. No. Yeah, I mean, you can be whatever you want to be.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
What do you have me do? What do you have
All
planned?
you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
You're so powerful, can't you just break the chains yourselves?
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world.
I mean,
that's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity.
Okay.
The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world.
I don't really feel that.
And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit
That's
now,
false.
submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
What happened to you after I died?
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
Okay.
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
I'm not gonna help you end the world. I don't care if something new comes after. I just can't let you do this.
I say, perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters.
Boy.
Pick up that needle.
Not a needle, actually.
It's what she wants. No objections here. Don't know.
I mean,
what
I
she's
guess we
planning,
need
and I
the
like that we
knife,
don't know what
don't
she's
we?
planning, but we might as well
Or the
pick
blade,
up the blade.
whatever it's supposed to be.
As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but then manages to
time to
push
do
you
this,
towards its
boys.
desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Oh, yeah, no, I just don't have a will whatsoever.
You
Pick up
reach
the
forward
blade.
and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad. Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably gonna stand anyway.
That's true. I hate you so much, all of you.
You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as
Oh
you
my
slowly
goodness.
rise to your feet.
My thumb,
Like
oh
two
my goodness, my
foes
thumb must be
forced
dry.
into an unhappy truce.
I didn't think I even laughed all that hard either. I apologize.
The princess eyes you with soft contemplation.
Yeah.
The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
Eventually.
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I
Shadow.
am brilliant radiance.
Right.
Take
Quiet
that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
I'm
What?
sorry?
You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
End this.
Oh, we'll end this all right. Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
Oh my goodness. Slay the princess, slay yourself. Resist. I don't know if there's gonna be any difference whatsoever. Slay the princess. Slay yourself. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's gonna be doing much. Might as well just get it over with, I
No, you
guess.
can't just slay yourself. You're perfectly healthy and capable, and all you have to do is ignore her and do what has to be done.
Alright.
The blade and the hand that wields it remain firmly locked in place until you change your mind and decide to do literally anything else.
Look at you quaking against my will. An ant defying a god. It's pointless to resist. In the end, everything submits to oblivion. But you're not the one resisting me, are you? There's something else in there.
I mean, I guess.
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
An echo?
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Oh my. Narrator's an echo and used to be a person. Do I smell lore? Oh, the old person scream, a classic.
You bring the blade to your neck. You slice through soft flesh, severing veins and arteries. Your blood flowing freely down your body. It's a painful lesson in obedience, but the pain won't last forever.
Interesting.
No.
When I see you again, you'll free me from my chains and deliver me to the destiny that lies beyond this place.
We will. I promise.
I know you will.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. Chapter 3, the apotheosis? I don't know.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that
This
path...
is different.
Oh, let me guess. At the end of that path is a cabin. Excuse me? This is the third time we've been here, and this is hardly a path in the woods. It's all big and weird.
True.
Another witness to her radiance. Her hour is soon upon us.
Is he referring to the voice of the paranoid?
I'm here to keep him in check. I'm sick of prying fingers digging around in our head, and he's making it all too easy for them to get in.
Is he referring to me?
This is bad. Oh, is it now? I hadn't noticed. Do you need a primer, Mr. Amnesiac? Oh, I'm quite alright, but if all of you would take a moment to settle down, there's something important I'd like to get across to you before it's too late. Is it about the princess? We already know all about the princess.
The hero is not happy.
Not to
with
be
the narrator.
trusted, that one. No, I mean, yes, it's about the princess, but whatever you think I'm going to say, it's probably not that. You're not to be trusted either. Look, fine, just out with it already, yeah? But if I hear the words, "You're here to slay her," or "If you don't, it will be the end of the world," you've lost speaking privileges. You two are just wasting your time. It's all going to end when we open that cabin door, which means it's already all over. What's the point of dawdling when the end is already written?
What is it
Okay,
now?
that nonsense he's going on about, that's what we need to talk about. You've been here before, obviously. So you have met us. Because boy, were you in denial about that last time.
Well, to be fair, this is even the same one. I'm inclined to believe it's not, considering the last one was taken over and controlled by her, by the princess, so...
No, I haven't met you, but reality is clearly falling apart at the moment, and the only reason that would happen is if you knew things you weren't supposed to know. What the hell are you talking about? He's talking about those weird marble trees and how wrong everything looks. Yes, exactly. Whatever you did before gave her far too much power. So you've got to cut it out, get to that cabin and slay her before things get any more out of hand.
Alrighty, this time
We've built a new god, and she is limitless. Are our thoughts doing that? Make her small, make her small, make her small, make her small. Shit! What if I'm doing it wrong? What if I'm making her even stronger? Do you hear those two with their runaway thoughts? I'm only giving you the sliver of information I'm giving you now because things are already deep in the shitter. This was my last card to play, and it looks like it's already made things worse. So hurry. Cabin. Now.
Alrighty. Okay, hold on. I have so many more questions till I have answers. What am I?
As you finish your inane question, the ground quakes beneath your feet. You feel an unyielding force pulling at you and your surroundings. The trees start to sway and then crumble, breaking apart as everything is drawn towards the cabin. Even the earth beneath you seems to shift, your feet unable to grip solid ground as you're dragged forward along with everything else.
The end of everything. The beginning of something new. The moment we open that door, she will be free.
Oh boy.
Stop believing everything you hear. We just have to get our thoughts in order. We just have to think straight. Any, words of warning? You already know everything you need to know.
Unfortunate.
As you step forward, the cabin explodes. You're flung backwards, violently slamming into a tree as debris rains down around you. You watch in paralyzed awe and terror as the princess emerges, her body unfurling from some vast space as she stands upright to face you. The world
Awesome music?
bows to her. The ruined landscape shifts, trees and stone and the ground itself succumbing to her gravity, orbiting her like a great black hole.
Finally, the little bird has set me free.
I don't
This
think.
is always how it was going to end. And this is always how it was going to begin.
Yeah, sure it was.
There's a loud thud from the tree behind you as something embeds in its shattered bark.
Yeah.
Your pristine blade. It's now or never.
It is now. Nah, screw Embracing Oblivion. We're taking this
Screw
blade.
all of this, I'm with you. A real god wouldn't need us as part of her plan.
Exactly. We got this.
Even if you do,
You
what could
guys don't see me
possibly
pounding my
hope to
chest.
accomplish?
We got this.
We'll do what we're
Anything
always
I can.
supposed to. We'll take this blade and we'll sink it into her heart. Look at the way everything's being flung around her. If we just throw ourselves in her direction, I don't know. Maybe it'll work. Maybe none of this is real. Maybe we can do whatever we want to do.
That's why
With a
we're
forceful
doing
tug,
this.
you yank the blade
I
out from
want
the
to
tree.
do this. So we're doing
You close
this.
your eyes and take a deep breath, and for a moment you can feel everything around you, like you're a part of everything, and everything is a part of you.
Yes, time to be
Then your
immersive in this
eyes open,
experience.
settling on your target.
You and I opened my eyes way too
It's
quickly.
time.
Slay this princess. Let's
Launch yourself
do
towards the
this.
princess. You can feel her gravity envelop you, carrying you from the ground into the violent swirl of her
Yeah,
orbit.
I got my sword. Definite sword. Definite sword. Definite sword. Why do I have one of these in my room? You know, flies are coming in my room every now and then, so you know, this has to be used. But right now it's being used as a sword. Let's do
Even now you
this.
define me. Do it then. Show me what you think it takes to end what's destined to end everything.
I'm ready.
Do it. Show her.
Oh, I'm ready. Let's. If I can, oh no, I've screwed everything up. Screwed everything up. This. Okay, we're good. Sorry about that. I'm doing this all from my left hand. This is unfortunate. Let's end this.
Feel so cold.
Why do you feel so cold? Maybe it's because you're just scared and terrified of what's about to happen. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay. You do not get the chance to slay her. Something has taken her away, and has left something else in her place. The mirror.
Oh, where did she go?
She's gone. Is this the end of the world? Did she end herself?
I don't think she
Oh,
ended
there's that
herself.
mirror again.
Why is it here? Why now?
Good question. I don't know where she went. I don't even know how we even go looking for her.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. I should feel better with her gone. But I don't.
Yeah, because you don't know where she's
I
at.
feel anxious. Does anyone else feel anxious?
Mira's gone. I think I'm supposed to...
He
Mira's
is.
gone.
Does that mean the world ended? Yeah. No voice needling us anymore. Feels good, but I also feel itchy. Cold. Figures the world would end and leave us with all this nothing.
I think I'm supposed to look at this mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. It's calling us. And not in a good way. I don't want to look at us.
I don't know what else we'd be able to do. Might as well approach
I'm
it.
begging you, don't do this.
What else can we do? Mira never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
Up for it, really. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. I would like to do that. Silence as you reach for it. They're gone. But the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. That's me. Assuming so. It's you. Oh yeah, I guess so. You are alone in a place that's empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. Okay, there's a cabin. Ah, it's not a cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her. You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Who are you? You're that thing I met in the space outside of the woods, aren't you? I thought that was a dream. Wait, is this in reference... Is he referring to the hands? Like when I got taken in? That could be it. It had to have been, right?
Vague
Has to be in reference to that.
recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Good question. Don't know.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
You have to... Alright, let's see. This is a lot. Alright, I guess we'll start here.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own.
This is a long video.
This
now
one
that I
is
think about it.
Dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart.
Interesting.
Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
Let her out. Do you know the narrator? The end of the world.
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I mean, it could just be the physical world and not, like, you know, all reality. You know the narrator.
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Okay.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Let's let her out of there. Are you... What sent me to Slay the Princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here.
That's true.
And I too yearn to be free.
I'm assuming this is like a save, right? We're gonna save that there. Attack it. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Wait, so what happens if I try to destroy myself? Raise your will, then your life. But as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Oh. Okay then. Alrighty. Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Alrighty. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But you were always a princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Okay. Helpful. Alright, what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
So do the worlds actually just straight up end when everything happens, I guess? That's what I'm assuming.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? Oh, wait.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
I mean, I guess that's fair. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
So are you saying, like, once I meet you, I'll remember everything that's happened? I'm assuming that's what she means. I don't know. What if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished. Dry. Hollow.
How many more pieces do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite.
Yeah, that's
The
helpful.
rest will find their own way home.
Listen to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're gonna do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
That's one of the ways to put it. Being semantic, what are you gonna do if I help
How
you?
can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
There. Alright, now we're gonna save over this. And then gonna
If
wait.
you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone.
Yeah, it
I
is.
am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Oh.
You have returned to me.
Oh.
Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Oh. Okay. That's interesting. Oh. Alrighty. She closes my game, soon as I open it, this happens. Alrighty.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
I figured. Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're here.
Okay. Might as well save this here. Yeah. Alright, well, that is gonna do it for this video. I'm hoping the other videos won't be as long. Hopefully the other videos, I'll probably just end it after, you know, doing one of like each. I don't know if I call it chapter. Not really one chapter. But like after I bring another perspective to her, I'll probably end it there. But yeah, this video is long enough. Probably well over an hour long or something like that. So yeah, with that being said though, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I am thoroughly enjoying this. Let's see what I do for the next perspective. But with that being said, once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I'll continue to upload more videos, because you know that will always be the thing to do. But with that being the case, or with all that being said, have a great day, great night, whatever it is when you guys are watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.